Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of All Things University of Miami related. In case you're wondering, that camera shot was made with the all-new Google Earth Studio for animation. I think it's pretty cool. But anyways, today I want to talk about the magic of online learning, as in full-time and not by choice, though luckily in the comfort of my own home. Though, ironically again, not by my choice. But if you're watching this video fairly recently, then I'm sure you're aware why, but in case you're not, when a global pandemic occurs, often drastic changes have to be made to all ways of life. As such, with me here in college at Zoom University, wrong name, but to some that's how it feels. Learning in college already did use a lot of time on the computer, but now that it's all online, it's been hard to balance between online and going outside and getting some good old vitamin D. I think the University of Miami has done a spectacular job in taking this crisis seriously from the very beginning. I've been getting so many emails that describe the precautions they have taken, all their plans of what may happen in the future, and they listen to their students as well. Though of course, there's always those naysayers out there complaining about how sitting at a computer all day isn't what they paid for tuition for. And I suppose I agree. I mean, it mostly depends on their major. Like for mine in computer science, I already was at the computer most of my day, and in class I already used the computer for long periods of it. But I see where other majors such as, anything out of STEM, where I can see their education must have changed. An example in my schedule this semester where it drastically changed was a large music ensemble group. And I mean, it's kind of hard to have 100 people or more play their instruments when everyone's many miles apart, to say the least of the problems. But for the lectures and everything else, I mean, that was okay. There was only the matter if you're gonna sit in the seat in the actual lecture hall and look at the presentation on the board 20 miles away, or you're just going to sit at home and look at the same presentation in your comfy chair on your computer. So in that case, it's pretty much the same experience. Except it's always funny when it's a large lecture room class size, and then on the Zoom meeting there's only like 10 people online. And then out of those 10, the teacher asks a question and it's dead silent and no one ever responds for like a whole 5 minutes. And speaking of Zoom, where did it even come from? Like, Blackboard definitely has their own online conferencing thing called Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, but apparently no one wants to use that. Everyone wants to use this random, never before heard about Zoom conference app. Which, nothing is wrong exactly with this new app, since it's always fun to change your background into something completely random. And apparently it's easier to use than other conference apps, though inversely we'll just ignore those, news articles about privacy that's blown around lately. And then we'll just, forget about Microsoft Teams. That just showed up every single time on the computer and no one uses it. That's just useless, okay? Let's forget about that. So all in all, I still like Miami's approach to going online for the current situation and how they handled it pretty swiftly and promptly compared to what seemed like other colleges, with all the rumors on Facebook. And it was definitely a fluid transition for me between in-class learning and online class learning, where all the professors are pretty understanding and helping us get situated, with the new technology and, the syllabus changing and all that. I do feel sorry for all those events that got canceled, especially for seniors this year, where, graduation is a once-in-a-lifetime event and you can't repeat it. Well, you can, I guess, but Miami does have the option of graduating in the fall to make up for it. So it's good that they have the option for those seniors that truly want to experience that opportunity. But don't get me wrong, I do not want to be here all year long about this pandemic, okay? It's way better on campus learning. Just, even not the learning part, just still having friends nearby and having groups to talk to and just exploring the campus and all the events that's available. Yeah, it's nice to be home and just to get out of bed a minute before class starts, but then you miss out on all the events and activities and spirit and all the football and sports that's available. So, as I like to say, everything's a trade-off for sure. So in whatever situation you are in now, I hope the future is looking brighter for you, and thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.